A quick update on the Tiger Priest. Last I left off, I got all the bogey wheels on, got the suspension, the idler wheels, drive wheels, got them all on both sides, got them pretty darn straight too, so that's a good thing. And basically did a lot of sub-assemblies, but the sub-assemblies were already done due to the fellow modeler that had it before I did. Got the hull together. He basically had the gun in basically 3 pieces. I finished assembled it, and works out. All I had to do was sand the little nubs off and a few little areas that he missed. And once I get done sanding, I'm pleased with it. I'll take some liquid cement and I'll just go across the beam here and it'll smooth it out. This is my little method of doing it. One thing I noticed on the picture, and I had to cut them off, and that's the little brackets that go right in the front here. They go on the Academy. I didn't know there was actual groove for them, so I got to fill them up. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. But you notice on the Tiger Priest, it is not there. But anyway, I wanted to get this pretty much assembled to a point. Even got the Preacher's platform on there. And what I wanted to do was I got to start on, and there's no plan, so I gotta have to eyeball it and figure it out. The superstructure, it's enclosed, and I noticed on the, I'll show you on the pictures, but it's raised up just a tad, makes it even on all 3 sides, and then it basically, I want to say like a triangle up to the point here. But I wanted to get this part done and glued on. That way I'd have me a starting point, because we have got to figure out right above the muzzle, or excuse me, the cannon, it's actually another circle. When I say circle, another hatch. It don't necessarily have to be a hatch, but you can tell where it's round and it curves back. There's the driver's window. Notice it's got an MG34. And it goes, basically raises up just a little bit, and then it goes all the way up to the top of the circle, and then the Preacher's platform there, which I got to raise that on the kit itself. But anyway, I got to raise this up probably about like that much, and then I got to raise it down probably right about there, because the longer barrel here for the platform, it actually should be flush right through there, and that should be just a tad bit taller, and it should work out. I got me a template going, which I'm pretty darn close. You should have the side, bigger side on one side, lower side on the other. Should be something about like that. But I got to cut out some more additional styrene and figure out exactly how it gets. I'm going to have to make my best guess on some of the top here. But anyway, I did make a little template here. I'm not totally, this ain't what it's going to be, but I need to figure out. I may have to trim that out just a tad to get the raise up the little circle part here for the top of the barrel, because you can actually it actually fits in there. I mean, you can actually see it. I may carve it from the inside so it's continuous flush, because there's the guard on the bottom of the turret itself. And show you another back here. Again, you can see where it goes up, smaller, up. I think it's kind of pointy, but not really. I really don't know. I don't think it is. I want to make it probably flat and just call it. I think there's a gun right there, but anyway, I'll have to. I've been watching the Tiger show. I mean, a Hogan's Heroes show for a lot. Anyway, it's even got the camo if you haven't noticed that. It's kind of a gray, black, gray tank, black camo with the. I want to call that like a Panzer gray. I got an idea how to do it. But anyway, that's what I have been doing today. I've been trying to figure it out. And I wanted to start scratch building the superstructure on the top. Anyway, I got to figure it out, because there's a lot of angles and trying to make it look somewhat believable. But anyway, there's that. And for filling all that, I am going to go do it old school style. I always have 2 deals of putty on me. This is a white styrene. This is, I call it yellow styrene, both from Mobius kits. I just take MEK, I cut up sprue, Pour about half a cup of or half a bottle of MEK, depending on how thick you want it. You may want it. Come on, get my arthritic hands. Hold on, I'll show everyone. All right. You can get it as thick as you want. This is like a pretty thick. That's the way I like to. Pretty much the way I like it. You can get it. This one's a little thinner, and it's just basically when you put plastic putty, basically putting styrene on styrene. And I'm gonna do a little bit of green. I always get a lot of green, and I try to get odd colors. That way, when you put it like on a green tank, do a little yellow, you can see where you need to do, and sand it smooth, and you're good to go. But anyway, I want to cut these up, and I'll put some MEK in there, and we'll let that dissolve. Takes about a day, maybe, and it just depends on the thickness you want it, and you are good to go. Instant putty, and you'll be modeling old school style. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode.